On Tuesday, the Mavericks hosting Golden State at Reunion Arena, and what a reunion it was. 7'7" Sean Bradley and Mark Davis get into it. Amelli then breaks out as both benches clear. Bradley and Davis were ejected from the game in the third quarter. But there was more commotion still to come. Later in the period, Steve Nash goes for a layup, but Warriors rookie Vontigo Cummings commits the hard foul. And there they go again. Cummings was ejected and nearly started a fight with a fan as well. Oh, by the way, Dallas won the game 117-103, and Rodman should get along fine in Dallas. Well, calmer NBA action from Houston as the surging Rockets hosted Minnesota, trying to extend their 6-game winning streak. But Terrell Brandon had other ideas, 26 points and 8 assists for him as the Wolves took a 17-point lead. But the Rockets come back. Bryce Drew to Steve Francis, and the rookie, the big slam, 24 points for him. The Rockets are within 8, but it would be too much. Kevin Garnett down the stretch. Long jumper over Kenny Thomas. And then again, Garnett with a shot clock winding down, nothing but net. 27 points and 12 boards for him as the T-Wolves win 92-84.
Former North Carolina Tar Heel Jerry Stackhouse, his Pistons visiting Cleveland, and watch Stack, the beautiful inside double pump reverse layup around Bobby Sura. Cleveland won this game 116-107 in overtime, but this Piston pulls down the pod. Wednesday, an entertaining game between the Phoenix Suns and the Philadelphia 76ers. That is Allen Iverson dishing to Theo Ratliff for the dunk. Then Billy Owens, a little lob pass to Allen Iverson. Beautiful little reverse layup, but the NBA's leading score was held to just 18 points. Meanwhile, Anthony Hardaway, on the other hand, a great game. The off-balance shot there.
Back to Hardaway.
And look at here. That's Hardaway. A game high and season high 27, Philly by 11. Late in the fourth quarter, check out Larry Hughes for Philadelphia. The great looking reverse, but not so great was Hughes and company's ability to get back on defense as the Suns just go right by him, and Cliff Robinson has the easy layup. The Suns win this one 93-87 over Larry Brown's boys to beat Philly for the 13th time in 15 games. Speaking of dominance, the Vancouver Grizzlies looking for their first ever win against the Utah Jazz. Felipe Lopez to Mike Bibby, back to Lopez for the slam. Grizzlies by 12 at the half over Jerry Sloan's Jazz. Michael Dickerson then getting into the act. The three-pointer there, he had 3 on the night. Grizzlies by 13 at that point. Mike Bibby was even hotter. He had 28 in the game to go with 30 for Sharif Abdur-Rahim. And they bust up the street ball clash. That's Georgia's D.A. Lane, out of control, but somehow gets the shot to fall. Check it out again, an improbable shot that goes down. Kentucky won this game by 6, but UGA got the consolation POD. Looking to put a halt to Garnett and the T-Wolves streak. They'd won 16 of 19 and 6 straight on the road, and here they came. Malik Sealy, a little nifty dish to the big ticket. Garnett slamming it home for 2 of his 26, but San Antonio led by 4 at half. And in the second half, Tim Duncan just went to work. 20 points and 12 rebounds for the native of the Virgin Islands, and San Antonio won their 3rd straight, 92-80.
Pull off Vince Carter in Toronto, and early on the 6th best defensive team in the league, led by Alonzo Mourning, making it tough for Carter as the big forward is denied. But later in the first quarter, the Raptors get in the groove. Carter finally converting on the jam as Toronto take the lead and finished with 23 points on the night. 5 other Raptors finished in double figures too, including Tracy McGrady with 20, as the Raptors score a rare victory over a team that's owned them in recent seasons. And Arizona. LSU with the cheeky steal. Lamont Roland feeds Jabari Smith, who makes the great fake and the slam to send the crowd into raptures. Let's see it again there in Baton Rouge. The fake behind the back that freezes the defense, and the slam that takes our world sport play of the day. On the bench with 3 fouls in the second quarter against Portland. With Duncan out, Portland go on a run. Jermaine O'Neal's with the dunk, followed by the reverse jam. Just before the half, the Blazers building a handy lead. Scottie Pippen to Rasheed Wallace for the alley-oop. Blazers by 9. In the second half, Pippen showing his value, going baseline and dunking over Duncan, combining beautifully with Rasheed Wallace for the reverse lay-in. And then Wallace finds a cutting Pippen for the layup. Duncan held to just 12 points as the Blazers win for the 9th straight time at home. Here's a look at the
Sacramento Kings ran with the New York Knicks. Williams putting on a show in the first quarter. The round the back pass to Nick Anderson, then the alley-oop job to Chris Webber. And then Williams with the steal. What's coming next? Goes around the back to Tyrone Corbin. 12 assists for Williams, tied after the first quarter. Second quarter, the Knicks showing they can run too. Charlie Ward, he goes alley-oop to Marcus Camby. The Knicks up by 2. Now just seconds left in the half. On the break, Williams tries the off-the-backboard pass to Webber, but that goes awry. And the ball comes out to Corbin, though. Pops the 3, just like they drew it up. But on the inbounds pass, never a dull moment with these Kings, as Canby nails the three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. The Knicks by 15 at the break. Third quarter, all New York. Allen Houston pulls up and nails the jumper. Meantime, after a great start to this game, a bad ending for Jason Williams. Gets called for traveling, throws the ball into the stands. That would result in a technical foul. He would get another and get ejected. Tough night for the Knicks.
6'7" from Memphis State, number 1, Penny Hardaway.
Oh, they love him. A nice, warm welcome back. Now, speaking of warm, Penny was pretty hot in this game. 12 points in the first half. And he would finish in with 21 points, including this rejection there of Darrell Armstrong. The Suns win this one by a final of 117 to 113. Hill were defenseless against Miami. Jamal Mashburn slammed in 23 for the Heat, and Alonzo Mourning chipped in 20 as Miami avoided falling out of first place in the Atlantic Division with a 22-point blowout win, just their second in 6 games. Jazz tried to avoid dropping their 4th straight game as they took on the Seattle Sonics, and the mailman trying to save the ball there. He would be okay, but referee Phil Robinson not as well. He had to leave the game. Fourth quarter, Sonics up by 4. Malone, who had 26, kicks it out to Jeff Hornacek, who knocks down the 3. But late in the game, with the Sonics trying to seal it with a half minute to go. Look at the wild scramble here. Gary Payton, who had 35, misses the 3, but Brent Barry to Shammond Williams, who drains the three-pointer, to the disbelief of Sonics coach Paul Westphal. Yeah, take it when you can get it. Utah. Patrick Ewing and his Knicks played host to Portland, whose Rasheed Wallace went to work on the alley-oop with a nice feed from Bonzi Wells. Blazers by 1 at the break. Third quarter, the Knicks get it going. This is Latrell Sprewell. Nice little lay off the glass, and the Knicks led by 9 after 3. And then Pat got hot late. Ewing atoning for his horrible showing last time out, scoring a season-high 20 points to silence his critics and pace the Knicks to a 10-point victory. And how about this blocking from Arizona's Lauren Woods against Oregon? Not once, not twice, but thrice from the highly rated prospect. Great defense as Arizona win by 6, and Woods with 14 blocks for the game, tying the national college record, picking up our World Sport Play of the Day.
That sets the stage. There's one, baby.
Has been out of the league since the Lakers got tired of Rodman's antics last April, just 23 games after signing him. Rodman will make his debut at home Wednesday against Seattle. In fact, the Worm is choosing to live with incoming Mavericks team owner Mark Cuban at his 4,000 square foot estate. Sounds like a party to me.
Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers hosting the Utah Jazz. Shaq dominating all day down low. The block on Karl Malone. Kobe Bryant steals John Stockton's pass and takes it in for the powerful two-handed dunk. Lakers go up by 16 early. In the second quarter, more sloppy play from Utah. The ball looking more like a pinball than a basketball. Eventually, Brian Shaw gets it up to Glenn Rice, who feeds Robert Horry for the dunk. Lakers in a snoozer, 113 to 67. Ball was picked up and tossed down court to Shaq for the easy dunk. Utah looking terrible. Lakers cruise to victory by, would you believe it, 46 points.
Peeler as he tips it into his own basket. Denver with a 13-point lead at the half. But the Timberwolves would get back into it, and with 1 second to go, Kevin Garnett, the basket to tie it and send it into overtime. And in the extra session, the Wolves just rode their momentum, and it's Kevin Garnett finishing there for 2 of his game-high 30. Timberwolves winning their 19th game in 24 outings. They are 24 games after a double-digit comeback win in Denver. The Nuggets up by 13 at the half after the James Posey basket, but some of the Timberwolves thought the Nuggets fans and players were doing that raise the roof gesture, and it ticked them off. Kevin Garnett waking the Wolves up, part of a 15-2 run, and then less than 5 seconds to go, Garnett hits the clutch jumper to send it into overtime. And then in the extra session, the Wolves just riding their momentum off the break. It's Garnett slamming home 2 of his 30 points, and the Wolves win at 105-97, 19 wins in 24 outings for the red-hot Timberwolves.
Gifted an easy basket by the Timberwolves, a fight for the rebound underneath. Minnesota's Anthony Peeler tipped the ball into the wrong basket. Oops. Oh, well, the Wolves still won the game, as Dave just described earlier. Peeler, in our hot potato two-pointer, earns Play of the Day honors.
Boston, where the Celtics took on Portland. Celtics doing most of the damage early on. Adrian Griffith with a steal, and then Kenny Anderson to Vitaly Potapenko, who lays it in. He had 19 points in the game. Celtics had a 6-point lead in the third quarter. Watch Antoine Walker. Great move by Rasheed Wallace, and then a little lay-in. He had 14 points and 10 boards, but the Trailblazers put it away late in the game. Damon Stoudemire, great move past 2 defenders, and then great lay-in as well. He had 11 points as the Blazers win by 6 and lead the Pacific Division. All-star Reggie Miller had the hot hand for the home team.
Miller was pretty much getting off. There hits the jumper, then splits the double team, hits that jumper as well. Reggie Miller with a season-high 32 in this game, including 5 of 5 from three-point range, as the Pacers won this one 109-84 to nail down that franchise record 18th straight home victory.
He got 20 against
to the Hive in Charlotte. Eddie Jones, who passes to Dale Ellis, who hits the three-pointer. The veteran still doing it. Second half, Eddie Jones would do it all himself. Gets the leaner off the glass, and then with the shot clock running down, Jones hits the three from the corner. The Hornets taking control of this one, and Jones taking control of the Knicks defense. It's another off the glass here. He had a season-high 34 points as the Hornets win this one by 10. Championships with Chicago is in action on Tuesday, facing the Sacramento Kings, and this one would be all Sacramento. Vlade Divac there with 2 of his 16 points on the night. Second quarter, more Kings. Williams finds Predrag Stojakovic. He makes no mistake from long range. More of the same in the second half. Stojakovic with 3 more. He had 11 points. And then a scary moment for Sacramento in this game, though. Nick Anderson chases the loose ball into the crowd. He would get hurt. He leaves the game with a hyperextended left knee. The only bad news for the Kings in this one is they win it by 39.
From the NBA, the Boston Celtics visiting the New Jersey Nets. That's Stephon Marbury, the amazing pass to Keith Van Horn. Marbury scored 30 points in this game, but this was his most dazzling play. Eat your heart out, Jason Williams. Stephon Marbury gets the Jugatha Dudia, i.e. the POD.
Vince Carter von den Toronto Raptors hat in seiner zweiten NBA-Saison viel Grund zur Freude. Erstens wurde er zum Rookie des Jahres auserkoren und zweitens stellte er fest, dass sein Teamkamerad Tracy McGrady sein Cousin ist.
Carter to the basket. Oh, wow! The three! Elevates and throws it down. He starts to drive, beats Posey badly and dunks. My goodness. Oh!
Quickly.
Number 70, Dennis Rodman.
Rodman, a surprise starter in this game, and not too bad here for the nice rebound. This is what he does best, tussling for the grab, and the Rodman men love it. Later first quarter, Ruben Patterson drives, but Rodman is there to take the charge, which he was so good at doing while he was with the Bulls. And Rodman looking good here. The rebound, and a nice outlet to German Dirk Nowitzki for the layup. Mavericks with a 3-point lead. More Rodman. Playing some tough defense down low, hits the floor, but he's called for the blocking foul on this one of 5 fouls for Rodman. But here's the hustle he brings to the table. Can't make the save out of bounds, but Rodman did pick up 13 rebounds in this game, while this one did get away. Don't you do that again, Mr. Ball, in a 117-106 Mavericks loss. And here's how everyone felt about Dennis's debut. Powerful Lakers in Los Angeles would be a good litmus test for the young Wolves, and quite frankly, they've failed. Shaq missing his first attempt here, but then dunking over everyone, plus the foul. Later, O'Neal, same drill, the bucket and the foul. Shaq just a man among boys in this contest. Really no big players down low to defend against him. He had 20 points in the second quarter alone, finished with 37. Lakers by 13 at the break. Then in the third quarter, Kobe takes over. Kobe Bryant, the alley-oop. Then they'll dribble up and just pop the little three-pointer. Kobe would finish with 24 in this contest as the Lakers continued their dominance of Minnesota, winning for the 10th time in 11 games against the Timberwolves. 114-81 was your final. The court